Welcome, 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 my lovelies. Welcome back, and hope you are all well and safe. The reason I'm just doing this very quick video, but just to explain, it's midday here in the UK, and I was just sitting having something to eat. Actually, it's 1 o'clock. I was just grabbing something to eat, and I put the television on, and the news came on, and it was all about Florida and the Hurricane Milton, which is on its way later tonight or tomorrow, and all the evacuations going on. It just struck a chord with me because I have some lovely people, lovely customers in Florida that I ship out to. So I wanted to just say I hope everybody survives well and is safe. And yeah, I don't know if you're one of the people that's evacuating from Tampa or around that area, but I just hope and pray that everyone is safe and that it passes without too much devastation to yourself or your homes. It must be just so frightening, just so frightening. I didn't want to come on and do a video just to say that. I wanted to try and keep positive and try and keep it in the dollhouse vein. So I was just thinking of a reason to come on, an excuse to come on, so that I could say to everyone about the hurricane. And I really hope it all goes by and people are safe. I'm sure there'll be a lot of buildings destroyed and so much damage, but if we can stay alive, then that's the most important part. As always, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I feel really anxious about this, and I'm nowhere near it. But when you hear things like that, it really does affect me, especially. John Boy isn't here to join in with me. He doesn't even know I'm doing this video. He's out visiting family at the moment. But yeah, so please stay safe. Please stay safe. So I just wanted to tell you an excuse to say something else on this video. I've put a few more items into my shop. I'll bring the camera down and just show you these little bits quickly. Oh, and also I wanted to say it's quite important. It's not the end of the world, but it's just a little issue with my in my website. I have eventually raised my shipping price a little bit. The reason I've done that is because basically now I'm selling more things other than vases. Very often the shipping has been costing me more than I've put as the standard shipping price. I can't vary the shipping depending on each customer. If they buy a lot of things that I have to put in a box, like bits of furniture or one item, the website won't recognise what's in people's baskets and then allocate a price for shipping. It just doesn't happen that way. Not possible. So I have to put just a flat rate price on. So I've been doing that all this time since I've been doing the website, and I suppose about 7 times out of 10 the price has covered the shipping, and I have to buy all the packaging, or if I make origami boxes for my vases, tissue, bubble wrap or whatever, and it has been covering that. But quite a few times, 3 times, maybe 4 times out of 10, it's cost more. So it hasn't covered any of the packaging that I've bought. Plus I've had to add money to pay for the shipping because it's just over a certain weight, and then it puts it into another category. It's just a shame this all happens. But in saying that, what I will do is each sale that I make, and people have put things in their cart, or just one thing or several things, and paid for it. If the that actual sale, when I look at it and get the actual items and put them in a packaging and weigh them, if they come below the rate that I have charged now, then I will just automatically refund you the difference. So every now and again, depending on what you've bought, every now and again, out of the blue, you may just receive a refund from my website of a few £. And that will be because the shipping didn't cost quite that amount, but I'm not just going to keep it and not say anything. I'm not that, I'm not that sort of person, so I'm not going to do that. And that's why in the beginning I always worried about shipping being too much and people buying things if the shipping was more than what I would need to cover the actual cost of the shipping label and my packaging, and I'm always conscious about that, and that's why I put a basic lower rate on. But when I look on things like Etsy and eBay, and I look at things from places like America, some of them £18, £20. I saw one for £48, and it wasn't a very big item to ship over to the UK. So I know shipping does cost a lot, but I've always tried to keep it low, and so that people put their money into the item and they didn't have to pay too much to get the item. So as I said, I'll just look at each sale, and if your sale is quite, the amount is just covered the shipping that you've paid, then that's fine. But if I've put it in and bought the shipping label and it's a bit cheaper, then I'll refund you that, whatever it is. It might be £1, it might be £3, it might be £4, but I will send you a refund, just so you know that will happen from now on. Okay, so I'll just let me pause and I'll move the camera down and show you. Okay, so first of all, this is actually still have the box for this, but this is a table that I had in a house, and I don't have the house anymore, and so this is from part of when I put on my adverts from my private collection. It means that they're second hand and ones that I've already had and now don't want, but they're not broken or anything. So this is a nice dark mahogany coloured table. It's got hopefully you'll see it in the photographs in the shop, but there are some very, you can't actually feel them, but there's some very fine I don't think you can see that, but there's a fine mark on it, like but you can't actually feel it, just a sort of mark on the wood. But it only showed because I zoomed into a photograph to look at it. But anyway, that's a nice big size dinner table that would do a lot of seating around it, and it would look lovely with lots of plates and things on it, dressed as I had in a house previously. So that will be on my furniture for sale items. This also was from my private collection, but it just doesn't go anymore. I don't want it. It's a lovely brown coloured unit. I will say in the advert that these side doors there, they are just for show. They don't open, but they look like there's side cabinets in there. But these doors open in the middle. There we are. And the drawers at the top, it is just one drawer when it opens out. But you'll see that in the photographs in the shop. And that's very, it feels like almost like a metal, the mesh on it, but I'm not really sure. It's quite solid, so it's not, it's probably a cross stitch fabric, the Aida, but it's a nice, almost French looking, I think. But anyway, that's another piece from my collection. This is a new item that I've just got to put on the shop. There's the that's the code number for it from Streets Ahead, so you can look that up if you want. But it's a white wood cabinet with one glass, one door, and there's two shelves in there. You can see all my glazes behind the camera from my ceramics, and it's got a nice little design at the top there. So let me put that back, keep that nice and clean and safe. So that will be in the new items for sale. There we are. And just to cut, and I just got some. There's lots of old-fashioned rugs around in the old, for like Victorian, Edwardian, Georgian houses, but there's not an awful lot of modern ones. So I picked up. I've got 3. These are all new, so they'll be in the new items. But there's a sort of greeny, brown and greeny colour tones there. This is from Streets Ahead as well. There we are, and that's the back of it, but it's quite nice as well. You could use it that way up, but I'm sure that's the right way. But you can do what you want. There's that one, and there's this blue one. I'm not sure which is the. I think these are reversible. They're so, yes, they are. So there's that with the light blue and the darker swirls, and then the dark blue with the lighter swirls. So these are, and they're quite cheap as well to buy. They're not expensive in the shop. And there's a green one, just different shades again, and sort of squares. And they, as you can see where I'm holding, they're quite big, but the measurements will be in the shop as well, so you can cut a piece of paper that size and lay it in your rooms and see if they'll be big enough or not, or too big. Don't buy something and then get it home and or have it arrive and then realise it's too big. That would be a waste of money, and I don't like people wasting money. So that's just these items. Let me pause the camera again. There we are. I have got a lot of furniture now. I mean, I've collected a storage box of furniture. Quite a lot of it is new pieces, but they're just wood, either mahogany or bare wood, and they're pieces that could just be sold as are, because I bought them as they are. But they're just a whole box of items that I want to paint and do up. Some of them will be shabby chic, some of them will be solid colour, some will have gold on, some will have inlaid wallpaper on to make them ornate. But I want to do quite a few pieces, and so they'll be original pieces. I won't copy one that I've done before. So they'll all be unique pieces, and those will slowly be added to the shop because they're going to take time to do. On 1 or 2 of them I may actually do a video showing the process of how I get this piece of furniture the way it is, and then you'll know that it's in the shop after you've seen the video for sale. So I just wanted to come on and let you know a few things like that, but really mainly just to say that, just so that you know, if it helps at all psychologically, that there are people in the UK and probably around the world that are really rooting for you over in the States, in the Florida area. I just really hope that everyone is okay. And please, the ones of you that buy from me, watch my videos, write to me, please do let me know when it's all over that you are safe. Please, I would really love to know. That would make a huge difference to John and myself. Okay, I won't go on about it any longer. Please stay safe, everybody. Take care, and speak to you again soon. Bye.